Hey YouTube, Sack Guy here. Today I want to talk to you about the Huntsman and the Huntsman with the Traveler set. Now I have two Huntsmans here. One's a little bit older than the other, which is the black one is older than the camouflage one. And I'll be talking about this a little bit more in a couple minutes. Now I have the lanyard on the black one just so I can pull it out of the pouch easier. As I said, this is the older model, this is newer. And we'll go over some of the tools and everything and what's different between the two. Start off with the specs. The Huntsman is a 91mm 4-layer knife, as you can see there. And that comes out to 3.5 inches long. The blade is 70mm, which is 2 3/4 of an inch. Overall length is 159mm, which is 6 1/4 inches. The width is 19.6mm, which comes out to 3/4 of an inch. And the weight is 97 grams, which comes out to 3.4 ounces. Now to go over the tools on the Huntsman, this is the older model. Has your opening layer. You can see that's been used a few times. It's still got some gunk on it from the last time I used it. Have to clean that off real good. But anyway, can opener, small screwdriver, Phillips, bottle opener, large screwdriver, wire bender. Does not have a half stop on it. Then you have your scissors. And your wood saw. Small blade. And your large blade. And see if the camera can focus in. See the tang stamp there, and then tang stamp on the back. The back springs have corkscrew, and as you can see on this one, hopefully it'll focus, you can see the rib and the awl, no eye. Now on the newer one, you have corkscrew, and as you can see, no rib on the corkscrew, and the awl has a sewing eye on it. And then you have the package hook. And you can see that the markings on the back of the blade are different for your tang stamp. Now on this one, take a closer look. The shield is just imprinted there. It's not inlaid. So those are the main differences there. And I believe, yep, the cap lifter has the half stop on it. And those are the only differences between the new and the old. Now, let's go to the pouch. I've had this pouch for several years, since about 1997, and as you can tell from the imprint, it's got the Victorinox V with a globe. I got this when I was over in Saudi in around 97, 98. And it comes with just a couple things. It originally came with the black flashlight. I replaced it with this red one, and I'll show you why in a moment. And then it had a pouch in the front for this little tool. And we'll pull that off to the side there and just look at this. This has a magnifier, compass, and also a level. You can see the bubble moving around. It's got a little circle so it works as a level. You have a ruler on either side. One side is inches, the other side, excuse me, that's millimeters. Millimeters and centimeters, and then that's an inch. And then you have a thermometer that has Fahrenheit on the inside, and on the outside is centigrade, which came in kind of handy when I was traveling in Europe, and they would say, oh, the temperature is, 10 degrees centigrade or whatever. I could look at my little thing, because I was carrying this pouch with me when we traveled, and was able to convert it fairly easy. So I knew what it was in Fahrenheit, because that's what I know. Then the magnifier. It's a handy little thing. I have a couple of these, and I've taken them out and played around with them. The magnifier works really good. It's starting a fire. Also, looking at things to say you have a splinter in your finger, you can use this to look at it, and then use the tweezers to get it out. The other thing that came with it was a mini mag. Uses a single AAA battery. The difference between this and the one that it came with, like I said, the one that it came with was a black light. It had an incandescent bulb in it, or whatever bulb, type of bulb the mini mags used to have back then. This one is an LED. Main reason I converted it was that, one, it's brighter, two, the battery will last longer, and this is an emergency light. I normally have other primary flashlights. This is just the backup. When I'm out wandering, when I put this on my belt and go out wandering in the woods and carrying my Huntsman, this is a backup to whatever else I have. But every now and then it does end up being the only flashlight I have, and this may be the only compass I have, and it's just a that away, basic cardinal directions. Kind of, let's get this, there we go. It does have a little glow in the dark for the north, so if you're having to use it at night and you don't want to turn on the flashlight, lose your night vision, you'll know which way is north, and if you're just know that you need to go east or west or whatever, then that'll help out. Well, I take that back. North, south, east, and west all have that little green glow in the dark little tab. So, didn't notice that before, or on my other ones it doesn't have that. That does it for my review of the Huntsman and the Traveler set. And really, the Traveler set doesn't need to have the Huntsman. You can have any 91mm knife in there. That's 4 layers or probably less. It might take one that's a little bit bigger, but I kind of doubt it. It would be a tight squeeze getting something a little bit large, 5-layer knife in there. But any other size 91mm knife would fit in there. 4 layers and under. So that finishes my review of the Huntsman and the Traveler set. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And remember, always be prepared.